Hey, this is Matt with My Florida Homebuyers, and today I'm standing outside of a house that we just purchased here in Eustis, Florida. Let's take a look. So like I said, we just purchased this house in Eustis. It's in Lake County, just on the north side of Eustis, and just purchased it today. Just got the keys. I'm putting the lockbox on now, and I figured I'd make a video and kind of show you around, show you what we bought, and tell you about the situation that the seller was in that we were actually able to help her out with. So looking at the front of the house, you can see it's just it looks like a brick house. It's actually block with a brick veneer over the front. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's kind of got a little bit of a weird layout to it, and I'll show you that in just a second here. And then there's a 2-car attached garage. It's got a newer roof, so that's good. And I believe the AC is newer as well, but once we get inside, you'll see it really needs a lot of updating. We're probably gonna have to reconfigure the bathroom a little bit, just because it's a weird layout, and I'll show you that in a second here. So the lady that we actually bought this house from, she was dealing with a bad tenant, and she was not only dealing with a bad tenant, but she was dealing with a bad tenant during COVID. And as you can imagine, evicting a tenant or getting rid of a tenant during COVID was really difficult, if not impossible, depending on the exact circumstances, just because of all the eviction bans and all that kind of stuff. So she ended up having a tenant who lived here rent-free for more than a year. I think he owed her something around $15,000. And she finally was able to get him out, get the court to sign off on the eviction and get the guy thrown out. And she happened to hire the same clean out company that we use for all of our flips. So, you know, a lot of times you see these videos and the house is filled with stuff, filled with trash. Well, these are the guys that we call to come get all the trash out. And so she happened to call the same company. She mentioned to Sean, one of the guys that works for that company, the owner of the company actually, and she just happened to say, hey, I'm interested in selling this house. Do you happen to know anybody? And Sean says, I know just the guy. So he put us in touch. We were able to come out, take a look at it. We made her a cash offer on it, and we closed 2 weeks later. So that's kind of the story on it. She got rid of this problem house that, she was already tired of dealing with the hassles of evicting the tenant, and that had kind of worn her down. And then she just didn't want to deal with the renovation and all of the repairs that this house would need to get it back to 100% to get it sold. So we were able to come in, make her a cash offer on it. She's done. She's, her money's been wired to her, and she's happy with it. And now we've got a new project on our hands. So that's kind of the situation here. So I'll take you through the house and show you what's going on inside. All right, so walking into the house here now, you'll notice it's a little bit, a lot outdated. We've got beams on the ceiling, which I'm actually told are coming back into style, so we may have to leave those. But we've got some of these banister things. I think that's what they're called. Got some more of that kind of stuff over here. Very 70s, 80s vibe throughout the whole house. And you can see the light fixtures. Well, you won't be able to see that one because it's blown out, but you might be able to see this one, but I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. There you go, there you go. Just kind of an old, everything's old and seemingly original to the house. It hasn't gone through a lot of updates. It's pretty much how it looked in, the 80s when it was built. And like I mentioned, the lady that we bought it from, she's already had the trash out people out here, so there's nothing really interesting to see. I did walk through it before it was trashed out, and it was filled with junk. But all that's gone now. So, and they even took the carpet because it was so disgusting. So, nothing cool to look at, as far as stuff left behind goes, but the house is definitely interesting in other aspects. So this is the kitchen here, just a little tiny kitchen off the living room where we just came in there. And we're going to end up replacing all these cabinets and countertops and everything. They're really old. We're thinking maybe we could refinish them, but there's not much left to them, and it'll be easier just to replace them. Now, one of the weird things, and I mentioned the bathroom layout earlier, and this is what I was talking about. So in this kitchen, so I'm in the kitchen here, but there's actually a pocket door from the kitchen that goes into one of the bathrooms. And so you can actually walk into this bathroom And inside the bathroom, there's another pocket door that separates the vanity area from this area where the toilet and the tub are at. So there's one bathroom with 2 rooms and actually there's 3 pocket doors because there's another one on this side that separates the bathroom from this bedroom over here. So you can actually go from this bedroom through 3 pocket doors and get out to the kitchen. Now I thought there were only 3 pocket doors in this house, but before I was filming this video, I realized there's a 4th pocket door on the pantry. So there are 4 pocket doors in this house. There may be more that I haven't found yet, but I can't remember the last time I saw a house with 4 pocket doors. It's kind of crazy. So I'm back out in the living room here, and this is that same bedroom. So you can actually go through the bedroom to get to the kitchen by way of the bathroom over here, or you can go around, all the way around out through the living room and get to the kitchen. So that bathroom, we're gonna have to do something with it. It's kind of weird how all the pocket doors and the 2 rooms in that tiny bathroom, and you know, how it opens up right here into the kitchen. We're gonna have to reconfigure that somehow. I just haven't quite figured out how we're gonna do it yet. Now, another thing on this house that I noticed as I'm walking through here, I saw this switch on the wall, and it doesn't look like your typical house switch. It's more industrial. So I flipped it, and if you look up, there's an exhaust fan that opens up here in the attic. Oh, there it is. There's high speed right there. So this is pretty common in older houses, and I guess the idea was you could suck all the hot air out of the house and blow it out through the attic or something. Most people get rid of them, and we'll probably eliminate it as well, just because it's so outdated and nobody really uses them anymore. So walking over here, you'll notice, well, you won't notice, but I notice, the concrete gets a little wonky out here. And that's because this room out here on the back of the house, this was actually a porch at one time. So there's kind of a rough transition here, a lumpy transition on the concrete. And then this whole room kind of slopes down because it was a porch that was enclosed. So they slope the concrete so that if you get water on your porch, it runs off and not into your house. So this room, I guess it would be like the family room or something. This room is probably gonna have to have the floor leveled out just so that it doesn't feel funny to walk on, because you can kind of tell if you're walking, it feels like you're on a cruise ship and it's, you know, listing to one side. So we may have to do something with that as well. No, you know what? There are 5 pocket doors. The master bedroom has a pocket door as well. So that's 5 pocket doors. Nope, 6 pocket doors. 6. This is the master closet, the walk-in closet. So there are 6 pocket doors on this house. This is a 1,500 square foot house, 6 pocket doors. Anyways, this is the master bedroom here. Lots of closet space in the master bedroom. You can see there's these 2 closets over here with the bifold doors, and then there's a full walk-in closet over here. So lots of storage in the master, so that's a good thing. And the master's pretty big as well. It's larger than a typical bathroom, I would think, or bedroom rather. Walking into the bathroom now, this is the master bathroom, and there's no lights on in here because I guess the tenant was living in the dark and he didn't care to replace the light bulbs. But you can see there's a shower here, standalone shower. It's kind of nasty. And then over this way, you've got a vanity with a sink with, I guess there's a beard trimmings in there or something similar, and a toilet over in the corner. So not really a whole lot going on here, just a typical little bathroom. And another pocket door. Look at that. There's 7 pocket doors. 7. 7 pocket doors in a 1,500 square foot house. Somebody really, really liked pocket doors. So now I'm gonna go out into the garage here. No pocket door on the garage, probably not up to code. So just typical older garage. See, there's got the water heater over there. and the door to go out to the side of the garage, attic access, stuff like that. Just your typical Florida garage. We'll get it cleaned up and looking good. One of the things I noticed as well is it has this older garage door, and it's almost translucent. It's like a fiberglass. So you can actually, it's kind of nice because it lets all the light in, but it's really flimsy. Definitely not up to code anymore, and probably wouldn't hold up to a hurricane that well. So, but yeah, so that's the house here. Oh, I thought I saw another pocket door. So 7 pocket doors, 7 total. So I'm gonna walk out to the backyard and I'll show you what's going on out there. All right, so this is the back of the house here. You can see that's that enclosed porch that I was talking about with the sloped floor. That's inside here. And then there's another little screened in porch here. There's a storage shed over here that I'll show you in just a second. And a giant oak tree that is really close to the house that I hope won't give us any issues. But other than that, just a standard little backyard here. It is kind of small. You can see there's the house and there's the fence. So there, you don't really have a whole lot of room back here. I mean, it almost feels like I'm standing in the neighbor's yard in their backyard. So we'll probably have to end up putting up a privacy fence or something back here just to make it a little more private, because it's kind of, like I said, it almost feels like I'm walking through people's backyards, and I don't know what size the lot is, but it's not very big. So this is the shed over here, and it's just a little storage shed here on the side. It's got power hookups and stuff in it, and a workbench and stuff. The weird thing is it has this little door in the side, or this little window that opens up to the outside. So I guess if you were inside the shed, you could kind of pass things through to the outside without having to walk around. I assume that's the idea, but it is kind of bizarre to have this little hatch here. So, but I guess they used it for something. So I'm gonna walk back to the house and we'll get this video wrapped up. All right, so I'm gonna finish up here, make a list of what we need to do to get started and put the lockbox on and all that good stuff. If you have a house like this to sell in Eustis or Lake County or anywhere in Central Florida, we'd be interested in buying it from you. You know, we can buy it with the bad tenant, without the bad tenant. You know, we'll handle the eviction and everything after we close. So if you have a situation with a tenant that you can't get rid of, or, you know, a house that a tenant has torn apart, or, you know, anything like that, anything, you know, that's not your typical real estate transaction, we can probably help you out with it. We've been doing this for 11 years. You know, we've seen just about everything, and we've never run into a problem that we couldn't solve. So if you have a house to sell and, you know, you're having problems with something, just give us a call. We can at least give you some advice, if nothing else, and you know, we'd be happy to come out and take a look at it and make you a cash offer on it. Just go on to myfloridahomebuyers.com, submit all your information there, and that's the best way to get in touch with us, because we'll have all your information that you submitted, and we'll reach out and kind of get the ball rolling for you. So again, my name is Matt. I'm with My Florida Home Buyers. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next video.